There are people who are simply part of their time, and there are those who change the time they live in. Elon Musk is certainly the latter type, a visionary, inventor, and entrepreneur whose life reads like a science fiction novel. Imagine a boy growing up in South Africa who dares to dream of space, electric cars, and a future where humanity extends to other planets. From the ambitious boy who created his first computer game at the age of 12 and sold it, to the businessman who today runs companies worth billions of dollars. This is the story of an incredible journey. Elon Musk's life is not just a story of success. It is a story of constant falling and getting up, of a constant battle with critics and fate, of an indomitable desire to do what everyone thinks is impossible. The world knows him as the creator of Tesla, the man behind SpaceX, an eccentric genius, and an often controversial figure who divides society. Millions of people around the world consider him their inspiration, a man who shows that anything is possible. Others see him as a figure who has too much influence on the world economy and politics. But whether you like him or not, no one can deny one thing. Elon Musk is a man who leaves his mark on history. Now, let's start from the beginning. Let's go back years, to the distant year 1971 in the city of Pretoria, South Africa, where on June 28th, a boy was born who would change the world. Elon Musk's life began, a life that can be described in only one word: extraordinary. Elon's childhood was marked by challenges. After his parents divorced in 1980, he chose to live with his father, a decision he later described as a mistake. His father was known for his difficult character, and their relationship was complicated and tense. At school, Elon was often bullied by his classmates. In one incident, a group of boys pushed him down a flight of stairs and kicked him until he lost consciousness, leading to a week in the hospital. Despite these hardships, Elon found solace in books and technology. He spent hours reading, sometimes 10 hours a day in the library, and developed a deep interest in science fiction and computers. At the age of 10, he received his first computer and taught himself to program. At the age of 12, he created and sold his first video game called Blastar for $500. At the age of 17, Elon made the fateful decision to leave South Africa to avoid mandatory military service and seek better opportunities in North America. Through his mother's Canadian citizenship, he moved to Canada, where he worked various odd jobs before enrolling at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. After 2 years, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned bachelor's degrees in economics and physics. Having already graduated from university in 1995, Elon headed to Silicon Valley, the mecca of technological innovation in California. At that moment, he believed that the internet was the key to the future, and decided that this would be the first area in which he would seriously engage as an entrepreneur. His first step in business was the company Zip2, which he founded with his brother Kimball. Zip2 offered software for online city directories for newspapers, one of the first forms of digital advertising and information, which became a great advantage for newspapers wanting to remain competitive in the new digital age. Initially, Elon did not even have a place to live, and he slept on the floor in the Zip2 office, and he and his brother shared a shower in a nearby fitness center. In the first years, Zip2 experienced enormous financial difficulties. Elon worked day and night to convince investors of the potential of his idea. He was so dedicated to the project that he often worked 100 hours a week and said that he had no time for a social life or personal pleasures. Ultimately, his persistence paid off, and in 1999, Zip2 was acquired by Compaq for $307 million. Elon earned $22 million from the deal, a huge sum for a 27-year-old who had slept on the floor until a few years earlier. But Elon was not satisfied with his initial success. He immediately reinvested his money in his next big project, X.com, an online payments company. This is the company that would later become known as PayPal. This project became a real turning point in Elon Musk's life. Initially, Elon's idea was much more ambitious. He wanted to create not just an online payments platform, but a fully integrated online financial system that would change the way people around the world handle money. However, his ideas were too progressive, and investors did not always understand him. After difficulties and internal conflicts with the team, X.com merged with another online payments company, Confinity, and from this union, PayPal was born. Although Elon was no longer the CEO of the company after 2000, his ideas and ambitions are the basis of what PayPal is today. The company changed online commerce and became the standard for online payments around the world. In 2002, PayPal was sold to eBay for $1.5 billion, and Elon received $165 million from the deal. Capital that would allow him to focus on his biggest dreams, space and electric cars. In 2002, he founded Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, better known today as SpaceX. The company's goal is not only to make space travel affordable, but also to transform humanity into a multiplanetary civilization. To most people, this sounds too bold, almost impossible. But Elon is determined to show the world that he can do just that. From day one, SpaceX has faced enormous difficulties. The space industry is dominated by giants like Boeing and Lockheed Martin, and many people are skeptical about the possibility of a new, private company succeeding where even government agencies often fail. Musk doesn't just want to compete with these giants, he wants to surpass them by revolutionizing the way spacecraft are built and operated. After Musk's unique Falcon 1 and Falcon 9 projects, his best project to date is the Dragon cargo ship that will reach the International Space Station. But Elon doesn't stop there. He dreams of even bolder things, for example, Falcon Heavy, the most powerful rocket created since the legendary Saturn V. In February 2018, Falcon Heavy made its historic first launch, sending Elon's personal red car into space, Tesla Roadster, driven by a mannequin called Starman. This event became a cultural sensation around the world and demonstrated Elon's extraordinary talent for attracting people's attention to his projects. After space, Elon Musk turned his attention to Earth, and more specifically, to the automotive industry. In 2004, he joined Tesla Motors, a company whose goal was to prove that electric cars could be fast, stylish, and desirable. The first big hit came with the Tesla Roadster, a sports electric car that accelerated like a supercar and proved that electricity doesn't mean boredom. But that was just the beginning. In 2012, the Model S appeared, an electric sedan with an elegant design, long range, and innovations such as a giant touchscreen and automatic software updates. This was the moment when the world began to take Tesla seriously. New models followed: the Model X with winged doors, the Model 3, accessible to the mass market, and the Model Y, a compact SUV. Tesla is no longer just a startup, but a giant that is forcing traditional automakers to change. The road is not easy. The company is going through crises. Bankruptcy is on the horizon. But Musk does not give up. He sleeps in the factory, works around the clock, believes in the mission, a sustainable future. Today, Tesla is more than a car company. It develops autonomous driving, builds charging networks, produces batteries, solar roofs, and even develops a humanoid robot, Tesla Bot. From vision to reality, Tesla is changing the world. And this is just the beginning. Stay tuned for Part 2, filled with even more interesting events from the life of the genius Musk. The story of Elon Musk is not just a story of success. It is a story of a man who refused to accept the limits of the possible. A man who turned failures into fuel for future victories. From the boy bullied at school to the billionaire who launches rockets into orbit, Musk reminds us that there are no impossible dreams. There are only boundaries that we have not yet dared to cross. If this story inspired you, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell so you don't miss more inspiring videos like this. Share in the comments. What impressed you most about Elon Musk's life? Thank you for sticking with us until the end. And remember, dream boldly and act even bolder. See you soon.